Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I am Marv and this is Readings by Marvelous Madame THRU. This is going to be your weekly energy reading, carrying you through the energy of the 19th through the 26th of November for the beautiful sign of Aquarius. Aqua, everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me give you the disclaimer about my voice. I am going through my change of the weather raspiness situation. This reading is in podcast style, which means that you're going to be listening to me either through the screen or you're plugged in, because you'll get a better experience if you listen to it with your headphones on. Needless to say, or whatever, your earplugs, whatever. I am going to be banging a little bit, and my volume is all the way up to overcompensate for my voice. So please, Aquarian Collective, show me a little grace and adjust the volume on your end. Welcome to Sagittarius season and happy Thanksgiving. I want to get that out the way. I don't want to get into this energy that I'm looking at in your reading and forget to tell you that. Let's go into some astro weather really quickly. We start this week off with Sun sextiles Pluto, Monday through Wednesday-ish, Wednesday through the rest of the week, tipping off the beginning of the next week. We're going to be experiencing the big ticket item, which is Mars square to Saturn. And that, as Lori Lothian puts it, coining her phrase when I watched her video on this channel, on the platform, it's going to feel like your foot is on the gas and the brake at the same time. All right. So I believe Lori is an Aquarius rising, or is she an Aries rising? There's Aquarius in one of her big threes. If you guys watch her over at Lunatic Astrology, shout out to Miss Lori Lothian. So with that being said, Aqua, let's get into your energy. I don't like your energy at all. I can tell you right off intuitively, 5 wands, 5 cups. There's a betrayal here. You are going to be operating under duress. You are going to be operating not where you should be, unfortunately, for the holiday. I do not like this for you, and I'm apologizing in advance. There is, and this is probably going to affect you more if you are an Aquarius that has fire in their charts. All right. Specifically, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the majority of this energy is fire energy, and the heart place is specifically Leo. So it's probably going to resonate with you more if you are a Aquarius with maybe a fire rising, moon, or Venus. Just saying. Or the other way around, where you are a Leo sun and your rising Venus or moon is Aqua. Let's get started. We know what 5 wands means. Okay? Conflict, quarreling, and competition. What is the competition on Thanksgiving week? I feel sorry that you can't get the peace that you deserve. This is ridiculous. Like, tension, competition, clashes of the ego. My goodness. It can either come from intense conflict or good-hearted competition, but I do not feel like no one should be competing with you and playing football the day of Thanksgiving, although you can be watching football. Yeah, there is football going on for Thanksgiving, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't like it. Maybe this was a conflict that was building and you could no longer avoid it. And you just was like, all right, let's do this. I feel like maybe that's what it is. But considering the fact that the heart place shows the strength card, you're trying to avoid the conflict. Because typically the Aquarians I know, you don't like conflict. So in your heart, you're trying to be strong. You're doing that water bearer thing where you're trying to be strong. You're trying to show some compassion. Or you're possibly trying to keep shit down. Trying to basically tame the beast just for the peace. Taming the beast just for the peace. I don't like that. It's very passive aggressive. But at the same time, I understand. I like this title. Taming the beast to keep the peace. Yeah. Let's see if it ends up that way, Aqua. I'm just making myself a note because I know me, I'll forget. Okay, so what I don't like, obviously, is the conflict, but then we're looking into the Fool. So you want to move past something, possibly this situation, and you're looking at it and ignoring the red flags that comes along with it just to keep the peace down. All right, or to keep the peace. This is a card of new beginnings, amazing opportunities, and unlimited potential. But if you're already going in, operating under duress, like it looks like with this conflict, this means that new beginnings are blocked. This is what people don't understand. And it sounds like it's pessimism, but it's realism. Okay? This is you're feeling stuck. Whether that is in a relationship, a marriage, or otherwise. You have a lot of learning and growing to do. Period. And you cannot look forward to brand new beginnings if you are trying to remain strong, tame the beast, and it's constant chaos. You don't realize how that blocks your blessings. You're not, and I get this. I've experienced this with a lot of Aquarians that I speak to. Especially the aqua fire variety. You want so much to do something, that fire is in you, but your Aquarian, that Uranus way of thinking has you going about the steps wrong. And I know that there is more than one way to skin a cat, Aqua Collective, literally, I guess, figuratively speaking. But there still is a way of doing things, and you can't escape from the chaos of something that you're in. You have to physically leave it. No new beginnings come if you're still in a situation that's not good for you. You can't reinvent that. Well, I guess you can if you guys are on the same page. But this is a betrayal. Look at the past. Let's get off the Fool for a second, and let's talk about the past. That's the Five of Cups. There is a sadness here constantly. How can you come off the damn Five of Cups and still look at new beginnings? This is grief, loss, sadness, and more importantly, I feel disappointment. You're disappointed and you're not happy with a situation, yet you don't want to leave it. Why I say that is because the Fool is here. And I don't believe that you could be disappointed. If that Strength card was something else, maybe. I need to see action. Now the Three of Wands, going back to my point, is looking out on the horizon and future prospects. So your thinking may be in the right place because the Wands is perfect. Maybe for some of you, whatever happens this week is going to be the straw that broke the camel's back. This card is more, sorry about this. I don't know what could be going on. It's so loud. This could be the push you need. Confidence, momentum, growth, and future prospects. It's a card of action, but it's not a card that necessarily takes action. It is an energy that you need to be in when you need to get something started. But it actually isn't. It's momentum. But to me, in different situations, and in your situation, it is the confidence to leave. But you haven't. You haven't left a situation that is bringing you great disappointment. Let's go ahead and clarify this Five of Cups. What is Aqua sad about? Clarify Five of Cups. You're losing sleep over it. Whatever this is, person, place, or thing is bringing you a great deal of anxiety. And I'm sorry. I really am. A great deal of anxiety. You're losing sleep over it. What else, Spirit? Remember, on my channel, we don't take things too literally. It's either you to them or them to you, okay? But because it has your name on it, I'm going to always read it from your perspective first. Then we have temperance. You cannot be anxious and have anxiety and then take it slow. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's this energy of, I know I need to leave, but I don't want to leave. Or because I don't see anything in these cards that's preventing you from leaving other than, and then we have, other than the fact that you're attached to something. With the 6 of, okay, something or somebody makes you happy. The sun is at the top of the deck. What's the past? Ace of Wands. Something still makes you happy. Something makes you happy and it also makes you sad at the same time. This is the other side of the coin type of energy that you guys have that is hard for me to relate to, because there is no both ways. But I know to some zodiac signs there is absolutely both ways, but you can't have it both ways with me. So what I'm thinking is that you would like to take things one day at a time and temper from the disappointment. Maybe you feel that if you're not angry, you can make a decision. And I validate that, Aqua, because some of us cannot make a decision and think straight if we're under duress. But I do not get the feeling that this is the first time that you went through this. Why do I say that? Because this energy puts the cart before the horse, which is why I went down that tangent about you want to move away from something, but the order in which you're doing it is wrong. I don't want to say wrong, but it's not suiting you for your situation. You are making progress with the way you're thinking about the future. So you're now starting to wrap your head around something. But there's nothing in this reading that states you're leaving. You actually are preparing. You're preparing mentally. Although this is a Wands card, this 3 of Wands. Clarifying that this situation has gave you a great deal of anxiety. The number 9 is here. We have temperance. We have the 6 of Cups. This is something you've been dealing with for a long damn time too, Aqua. Possibly since you were a child or you were a younger version of yourself. Top of the deck is the Sun. Something about this situation makes you happy. It has brought you the most happiness that you've ever felt. But at the same time, in the past, there is a Ace of Wands, which means that maybe this was an opportunity to go into a new beginning, or you started a cycle over and you're still right back here. So you're feeling like no matter what, you still are losing. The situation is hurting you more than making you happy, to be quite honest, because although we do have a Sun card looking back at me, I feel like it's not worth it. Whatever is making you happy is not worth keeping it if you're going to constantly end up sad. And we're going to leave it at that. So the crime doesn't match the punishment. Your happiness, you're more disappointed than you are happy. And it's no longer worth it. We're going to leave it there. I hope that this holiday season finds you well and in good spirits despite this terrible energy. I sincerely hope that this is how the other person is feeling rather than you. No one deserves to be this frustrated on Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. Or Thanksgiving week. But remember, we do got some crazy astrology. It starts out with a sextile, but then we end up with a square. And when Mars squares Saturn, Mars is the planet of action, and then Saturn is the planet of restriction. So when Mars squares Saturn, that's the reason why Lori said you may feel like your foot is on the gas and the brake at the same time, because Mars wants you to go and Saturn wants you to stay. So if there is an energy, if there is an argument between you and whoever this person is that's causing this conflict, whoever you have tension with, you're going to be right back in an energy that you are struggling with any damn way. Do I stay or do I go? You know, maybe the happiness in the Sun card is just the fact that it's comfortable. But remember, Too much sun causes a problem too. Eventually, you got to go in from all of the sun. And let me just let you know, in reverse, then that means that someone's took you for granted. The sun is shining, and I love this analogy. The sun is still shining, though it may be temporarily blocked by the clouds. And the clouds represent the negativity from other areas. And it could just be also that somebody's taking their damn frustration out on you. I'm going to leave it right here. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective. There's still an ounce of happiness, but I'm gonna title this week's reading with a question. Is the happiness worth it? And hopefully that's enough to get you to click on it, because you're going to be like, well, of course me being happy is worth it. And then listen and look at this crazy ass reading, and then you'll be like, okay, now I see what Marv's talking about. Have a happy Thanksgiving anyway. I've noticed that the fixed signs is the readings that have taken the longest. Scorpio took a long time too. My goodness. Anyway, have a fabulous holiday. Try to get a little bit of peace, Aquarius. No one deserves to be this stressed out or betrayed or have tension when you should be giving thanks and at least relaxing. I'm going to close you out right here. Have a fabulous holiday. I'll see you next week when we do it again. Bye, guys.